tide is low tonight. The moon rests like a silver coin on the horizon, casting its glow across the water. Cancer, this is your moment to listen, to feel the quiet pull of destiny beneath the surface of your heart. For too long, you have been giving, pouring your love, your time, your energy into others. And now, the universe whispers it's time for that flow to return to you. Tonight, we draw the Empress, a card of abundance, of fertile beginnings, and the quiet magic of receiving. In her hands, the seeds of wealth are not just gold and paper. They are joy, security, and a life where you no longer have to carry the weight alone. You are being asked to open your palms, to trust that the ocean will not take from you, it will bring you treasures. And as we walk together through this reading, we will explore not only the wealth that can fill your hands, but the richness that can fill your soul. The Tower and the currency of truth. The Tower card is never gentle. It is the sudden crack of thunder, the shattering of walls you thought would protect you. It is the truth, unfiltered, unapologetic, and unavoidable. For you, dear Cancer, this card arrives not as punishment, but as liberation. It tears down the illusions you've built around money and worth. Perhaps you have been holding on to a belief that wealth must come through struggle alone. Perhaps you have been told that comfort is something you must earn by sacrificing joy. The Tower says no more. It may come as a sudden job change, an unexpected bill, or a financial loss that leaves you breathless. In that moment, the ground may feel as though it has vanished beneath your feet. But what is crumbling is not your future, it is the false foundation that could not carry you forward. Sometimes the universe must strip away what is unstable before it can place gold in your hands. Sometimes the most valuable currency is not money, but clarity. In this collapse, you will see with new eyes. You will understand what truly enriches your life. And you will be free to rebuild not just with coins and paper, but with values that cannot be shaken. Because after the Tower, Cancer, your hands will not just hold wealth, they will hold truth. And truth is a currency that never devalues. The hidden link between your worth and your wealth? Cancer, there is a secret connection between how you see yourself and how money flows into your life. It's not just about skills, not just about hard work. It's about the silent dialogue you have with yourself every single day. When you tell yourself you are not ready, when you doubt if you deserve the payment you're asking for, when you shrink your dreams to match what you think you can afford, you are quietly closing the door on abundance before it even knocks. The Empress reminds you true wealth begins within. It is the richness of self-acceptance, the fullness of self-love, the unshakable belief that your gifts have value. Every coin you earn is an echo of the energy you put out into the world. When that energy is rooted in fear, scarcity follows. But when it's rooted in confidence and generosity, money doesn't just visit, it lingers. Cancer. The moment you start valuing your ideas, your time, your skills, your presence, you'll notice something miraculous. Opportunities will find you. Clients will trust you. Resources will seem to appear just when you need them. And it's not magic, it's alignment. Your inner worth whispering to the universe, I am ready. I am open. I am worthy. Cancer. The Empress whispers to you in the language of seasons. She teaches that abundance is not measured only by coins in a jar, but by the peace in your heart when you lay your head down at night. She shows you that wealth can take many forms. The kindness you offer without keeping score, the patience you hold for someone who is learning, the comfort you give when another soul is breaking. These are seeds, Cancer, invisible to the hurried eye, but they take root in the soil of the universe, and they grow into blessings that return to you in ways you cannot yet imagine. The Empress asks you to notice how your generosity has already shaped your life. Every act of love has carved a softer path beneath your feet. Every moment you nurtured others has quietly opened doors for you. And she reminds you, when you trust the flow of giving and receiving, life will always find a way to replenish you. Even in times of drought, the river remembers your name. Releasing the fear of scarcity. Cancer, the fear of not having enough, can sometimes cling to your heart like seaweed wrapped around your ankles, pulling you back into waters you've outgrown. It's not just about money in your hands, it's about the emotional weight that comes from believing your worth is tied to how much you own, save, or earn. This fear might whisper to you in the quiet hours, what if it's not enough? What if it disappears? And so, you hold on tighter, sometimes too tight. But money, like the ocean, flows best when it is not forced. The Nine of Pentacles arrives here as a gentle teacher, reminding you that true security begins inside you. That when you stand rooted in your value, your worth is no longer determined by what comes in or goes out, it is constant, unshakable. Imagine yourself standing by the shore, the waves brushing your toes. You open your hands, letting a small seashell fall into the tide. You watch as the water carries it away, not in loss, but in trust. Trust that the ocean returns what is meant for you, often in ways more abundant than you expect. Cancer, releasing the fear of scarcity does not mean being careless. It means knowing you are safe to breathe, safe to spend with intention, safe to invest in your joy, because the flow of life is always moving in your favor. You are not at the mercy of the tide, you are part of it. Healing financial wounds. Cancer, money isn't just numbers in a bank account for you. It's safety. It's the roof over your head. It's the meals shared with family. It's the little gifts you give, not because you have to, but because you want to make someone smile. But over the years, there may have been moments when financial wounds cut deep, a betrayal, an investment that crumbled, or a time when you gave and gave and gave, only to realize there was nothing left for you. These memories linger like shadows. And sometimes, without even realizing it, they whisper fear into your decisions. They make you hesitate when opportunity knocks. They make you hold on too tightly or spend too quickly just to feel something again. But here's the truth. Cancer, these wounds are not life sentences. They are lessons, and each one holds a key to a stronger, more confident version of you. The Tarot's Ace of Pentacles shines here like a seed of renewal. It says, you can begin again. You can plant new roots in richer soil. You can trust yourself to rebuild. And most importantly, you can forgive yourself for the past. Because you are not defined by the zeros in your account. You are defined by your resilience, your resourcefulness, and the love that flows through everything you touch. As you breathe in this truth, feel a gentle release in your chest. The fear loosens. The weight shifts. And in its place, hope quietly takes root. And then, Cancer. Comes the moment when you realize that transformation isn't just about change, it's about reclamation. You are not merely stepping into something new, you are reclaiming the parts of yourself you thought you had lost forever. The Death card whispers that what was buried beneath fear, shame, or doubt is ready to rise. This is where your softness becomes your power, where your empathy, once mistaken for weakness, turns into the very force that guides you forward. It is the quiet knowing in your heart that you can rebuild, not as the person you once were, but as the person you were always meant to be. In your financial journey, this reclamation might look like rediscovering skills you set aside, reviving dreams you had abandoned, or finally embracing the value you bring into every room you enter. The tides of your life are shifting, not to wash away who you are, but to return you to yourself brighter, wiser, unshakable. And here's the truth. Cancer, every ending you have faced has carved out space for this moment. Every loss has been an invitation to become more whole. And now, you are finally ready to accept it. The courage to step into the new shore. And now, Cancer, the horizon stretches wide before you. The old tide has gone out, taking with it the fragments of who you used to be. In its place, the water is calm, glistening, and inviting, yet you stand at the shoreline, heart racing. Change has arrived, and with it, the quiet but undeniable invitation to begin again. It is tempting to stay where it's familiar. The rocks beneath your feet know your steps. The old waters know your rhythm. But the Death card has shown you life is not meant to be a static pool. It is a river, ever flowing, ever reshaping its course. So, here you are, looking toward a new shore you cannot fully see yet. There may be fog, there may be uncertainty, but what you carry now is lighter. Your hands are no longer weighed down by the chains of old debts, old mistakes, or old fears. They are open, ready to receive. This is not just about money. It is about worth, the deep knowing that you are allowed to grow beyond your past, that your value is not tied to what you lost, but to the courage you have to step forward. And every step you take now is a declaration. I am ready to live in abundance, not just in survival. You can feel it. The first step is always the hardest, but also the most powerful. Because it's the step where you stop being who you were and begin being who you were always meant to be. The quiet promise of renewal. Cancer. The night has grown still now. The waves have softened into a gentle whisper, like the universe leaning in to speak only to you. And here, beneath the endless stretch of stars, you feel something subtle, yet powerful. It is the quiet promise of renewal. You have shed layers that no longer belong to you. You have walked through shadows, carried burdens, faced truths that once made you tremble. And now, there is a lightness within your chest, one you didn't even realize you were longing for. This is the moment when you understand, endings are not just about loss. They are doorways to a more authentic version of yourself. You are not returning to who you once were. You are becoming someone new, someone wiser, stronger, softer in all the right ways. The Death card has been your silent guide through this transformation, reminding you that the cycles of life are sacred. Like the tide, you ebb and flow, and with each return, you bring treasures from the deep. So breathe deeply, Cancer. The storm is past. The horizon is opening, and the future is quietly waiting, ready to welcome the version of you that was always meant to be. The closing invitation. And now, dear Cancer, as the tide settles and the night wraps the ocean in silver, you stand on the edge of a chapter that is yours alone to write. The Death card has walked beside you today, not as a shadow, but as a guide. It has whispered the truth that endings are not emptiness, but doorways. That what you release with love will return to you in another form, brighter and more aligned with who you are becoming. You have walked through the letting go. You have faced the trembling in your chest, the doubt in your mind, the ache in your hands as they opened. And yet, here you are, lighter, freer, ready to claim a life not built on the fear of loss, but on the faith and growth. So let this be your vow, to trust the currents even when you cannot see the shore, to bless the endings as sacred, knowing they are simply transformations in disguise, and to walk forward, not with urgency, but with the quiet confidence of one who knows the ocean's rhythm. The waves will keep moving, the moon will keep watching, and you will keep rising again and again, no matter how many chapters close. When the wind calls, answer it. When the water shifts, flow with it. And when the old self falls away, do not mourn. Smile and step into the beauty that waits beyond. Because this is not the end, Cancer. It never was. It is only the beginning of your next great becoming.